Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome to Outlander Chat at the Lounge. It's Friday, 4 o'clock my time. And sitting down with all of you good folks on this beautiful Friday. So I hope you all had a great week and things are well in your world. So today is National Dog Day. Celebrate your pup, your man's best friend, woman's best friend, our best friend. But is he your best friend, or is your best friend your cat? Cat person, dog person, Either way, respect the dog. They've been companions for thousands of years, maybe even longer than that. So, it's all good. It's also National Women's Equality Day. Today is the anniversary of the U.S. Congress passing the 19th Amendment to the Constitution, granting women full and equal voting rights on this day in 1920. 102 years only in all of history have women had the right to vote. That blows my mind, but, we're coming in strong now. We got lots more rights than we used to, which is a great thing. Another interesting one for today is it is National Cherry Popsicle Day. Popsicles were actually first invented by accident by an 11-year-old, and quite a few years later he patented it. And it used to be called, he originally called it the Epsicle because his last name was Epperson, and then later changed it to Popsicle. So there you go. Those are your fun facts for today. I'll be leaving now. Bye. No, just joking. So today my guest is Jessica from Sassenach TikTok. I'm really excited to have her on today. I have talked to her in the past, but I haven't had her on Outlander Chat. So I'm happy that she's going to be here with us today, especially in light of all of the TikToks. Somebody in the Outlander world decided to get a TikTok or open up a TikTok account. And so we've been getting all these fun little treats. So excited to hear from Jessica, what she thinks of a new person on TikTok, running up against the Sassenach TikTok. So I am going to and then we'll all get to talk to Jessica. So I'm excited to have her on. There she is.
Hi.
Hi, welcome.
Having me.
Oh, I'm so excited to have you on the chat. How are you today?
Doing good.
Glad to hear it.
See some of my friends here.
Yes. Yay.
With my Sassenachs. Shout out.
Yes. Shout out to the Sassenachs. That's right. So who are you? Tell us your story. Who is this lovely lady that's on the screen with us today?
I'm Jessica. I run Sassenach TikTok. What should I just start from how I found Outlander, I guess?
Yeah, go ahead. Tell us your Outlander story.
Okay. Found Outlander 2018, I think. My best friend was watching it and she was like, you are going to love the show. You got to watch it, So I was like, okay, I'll give it a shot. I had just had a baby, so I was just nursing a lot, sitting down a lot,
Works.
So I was like, okay, new show to binge. And just absolutely fell in love with it. It was right before season 4 was airing. I think season 4 came out in November of 2018. So I binged it up until that point. The timing kind of worked out perfectly because I kind of got to just roll into season 4. And then was into Outlander like everyone else. But fell in love with it. Kind of just went the next year rewatching it as one does.
Yes.
And,
several times.
Yeah. Exactly. And waited for it to come out again, season 5 to come out in 2020. I follow a lady named Lauren McBride on Instagram, and she was talking about it in her stories. Like when the new season came out, she was like, just talking about it in her stories. She's just like a lifestyle blogger. And so I would start messaging with her because I only had my best friend to talk to about it.
Right.
So I was like, oh, somebody else I can talk to about it. So started messaging with her. Apparently a lot of people were messaging her. And so she was like, we need to have a group, you know, or we need to do like a live chat, she said. So they can, you know, the episodes come out on Sunday. We decided on Wednesday, we went live on her account to talk about the new episode. And it was a lot of people coming in going, what's going on? Like, you know, it wasn't like, we kind of needed more a private space because people kept coming on going, what are y'all talking about? Even taking a little banner up, you know, still people are. And so we decided to create our own private group, and that's how Obsassenax was born. We would meet every Wednesday night and and discuss the episode that came out the previous Sunday. And once the season ended, we decided we didn't want to stop meeting because we had all become friends at that point. And so we decided to just start the show over again from season 1. We watched 2 episodes a week. We still met once a week. We moved it to Friday nights. It became a whole thing. We had themed cocktails and, you know, all the things. And once we had made it through the entire series, we decided to start reading the books together. And we just meet every Friday night still after almost 2.5 years. So anyway, that's how I got into the fandom, I guess I should say. But we also have a mascot for our group called Corny. He's a traveling corn statue, similar to Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. It passes around through all of us in our group. And I was like the 3rd one to get it back in June of 2021. And when it came to me, I was like, okay, I got to come up with something creative. And so I made like little videos with him and stuff. Backtrack, I loved acting my entire life. My whole childhood is like cataloged on home video because that's all I did was make home videos with my friends, my cousins, neighbors, anybody who would come over, whatever. So it was right at my alley. I was like, oh, I'm going to make some, you know, videos with the corn. And I did. And it was so much fun that I was like, okay, like, I don't want to stop doing this. This was a lot of fun. So that's kind of how I don't know how it organically happened with TikTok, but it was like, I kind of realized that that's basically what TikTok was. It's like almost like a bunch of home videos in a way, like you're just making videos. So actually posted that stupid corn video on my TikTok. It was one of the first ones. I think people were like, what the?
I know, if you don't understand, you're like,
oh, yeah. But anyway, just started posting, it started growing, and here we are. I'm like almost up to like 17,000 followers. So it's exciting, super fun. I'm having a blast.
Oh, I know. I do. I love, you're so creative with the things that you come up with. I'm like, how do you get all these ideas?
So fun.
Yeah, it is a lot of fun. Yeah, I know I'm signed up to get the corn eventually. I'm going to have to look at that document and see when it's going to be, because I think I signed up, like when I signed up, there was like over a year wait. So I'm wondering if mine's coming up soon. I can't remember.
Maybe.
I'm looking forward to having them.
Some people keep longer than others, so the dates are a little all over. Anyway.
Yeah.
Corny, that's fun.
Yeah, I'm already, when I see other people like, you know, because you can also follow Corny in his adventures. He has his own Instagram page. Yeah. And so then whoever has him, yes, will, you know, you post on your stories, your little videos and stuff that you do with him. Yeah. So whenever I see people's, you know, videos on there, I'm like, oh, well, I guess I can do that, or I can do that. Like, so I'm already thinking about places where I'm going to bring him when he does come to my my home. So
like a whole box of stuff now, because every time he gets him, they add something to his treasure box or whatever.
Oh,
so,
yeah,
of treasure at this point.
Well, yes, I have met him. Cheryl reminded me that, you know, oh, you've already met him. I have met him, but I haven't had him at my house as a guest. But yes, I have met him.
But you met him in Seattle, right?
I met him in Seattle. Yes. Mm-hmm. So seems like a cool guy. So how is it having this new person on TikTok with you? This new account that's making like random.
Hailey's making fun of my accent. I don't have like a strong accent, but Oh, so excited for Sam to be on TikTok. So pumped. So yeah, I think the TikTok world kind of went wild when we saw him join because they've been teasing about it. Sassenach Spirits is on TikTok, and they had been
Right.
teasing. And anyway, they're actually pretty interactive on TikTok, which is fun. They almost always comment on my stuff. Like not always, but they comment on my stuff often and stuff. And whoever runs that account is
Okay.
funny. I don't know who it is, but they're
Oh,
funny.
I'm gonna have to go on. I'm not on TikTok as much. I mean, I have an account, but
No.
I don't really go on it that often, especially now that the Instagram Reels have become easier to use. I've been just making them on there because I used to use TikTok to make videos and then post them on Instagram, but now it's, become a little bit easier. So, but yeah, it's, I'll have to get on there and just to check out to see what Sassenach Spirits has been doing because
Yeah,
I'm not sure what they've been doing,
they're just
but
funny.
I want to find out.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So this week, we found out some cool things. That there's going to be a Sassenach gin coming out. How do you feel about that?
Very excited, but also a little salty because I was ready for some more Forget Me Not gin. She keeps on teasing it's still coming. I'm ready for it to. I missed that first batch and I'm kicking myself because I didn't realize it was going to be such a long wait. But she was pregnant, so she probably shouldn't have been
Right.
like taste testing
Right.
all the
Well,
gins.
it wasn't for sale in the US, so we couldn't have gotten it anyway. You would have had to have gotten somebody over in the UK to get it for you.
Yeah,
So
which is how I got my last night whiskey.
okay.
I mean,
Is
allegedly, maybe.
yeah, I know you can't say your source like of how you actually because nothing is ever for sale in Ohio. Like
Tennessee either.
that's yeah. So yeah, I have to go to outside sources.
Yeah,
Source it in.
exactly. You find ways.
Yes, exactly. So he did another TikTok this morning or early afternoon, and I posted a video. That's why I was late coming on here because I couldn't get that damn song out of my head, and it's stuck in my head. I don't know. Is anybody else having that issue? Like that Teenage Dirtbag song? I mean, I've never even heard of it before. So
It's been trending a little while on TikTok, but it has been in my head for a few weeks now, for sure.
okay. Well, that's good to know because I'm like, where did this song even come from? I've never even heard it, but
Yeah, the trend.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, so I decided that the little meme that I posted a couple weeks ago with "Put your hands up if you love Outlander," I decided to do that as a story with a teenage dirtbag. Like, raise your hand if you have this song stuck in your head, and it won't go away. So,
Carol
apologize.
loved that song for so long. I never even heard it either.
Yeah, not at all. Okay, must be like a specific niche of people like know that song, but
Yeah.
you know. Another fun thing this week, I guess we'd found out, filming started again this week at Mid Hope Castle, which is Lillybrook on Monday. So that's not the real Sassenach Spirits. I'm like, wait a minute.
No.
No. So, yeah, so that's exciting to know that they're, starting to film again. But then I heard that, I don't know, from us just in social media world, I don't know if it's true that Sam isn't actually going to be filming though until October, which I don't know if that's even true.
Well, he did say that live, that one.
Oh, did he say it on the live? Okay, maybe that's where it's from then.
Yeah,
I'm like, where did I hear this at? I can't remember.
Yeah, he said it on that live that he did when he was announcing his book cover.
Okay, all right.
That's why I was thrown off too, because they said they were on break for half of July and all of August. So, and then he said, I'm not filming again until October. And it was like,
I know.
So, I mean, have you noticed that it seems like Lauren and Cesar, none of them have been filming it seems like they haven't been filming this whole time.
Yeah, I have no idea. I mean, it seems like maybe this season's going to be a little bit heavier with like the Brianna and Roger storyline. So maybe that's kind of what they're working on right now. And so like maybe Katrina and Sam have some time because they're going to be focusing on those storylines and filming that stuff. Is kind of, that's where my mind was going with that. Plus, you know, maybe he just has some other stuff he's working on for his other endeavors that he works on, all of his other stuff. So
yeah, if they're at Lollybrook, then they're definitely probably
book
Roger.
Yeah, because somebody just asked if they're on book 7, and they are. I mean, there's still some stuff from book 6 they didn't get to, but I don't know if they're gonna film it or not. And then so book 7 is what they will be doing this time. So that's exciting.
Yeah, for sure.
So tell us some more. Go ahead.
Who was it that was saying that Katrina was at Mid-Hope with like film crew or like?
Yes, she was.
Crew?
Yeah. So I guess, you know, I also heard from a extremely reliable source they will not name that Katrina was last week, I think it was like last Thursday or Friday at Mid-Hope, was there and was, you know, like talking a lot with her hands. So we're wondering if maybe she's directing, you know, like, because she was there and obviously she probably wouldn't be filming at Mid-Hope. So maybe she's, you know, they're giving her a shot finally at directing, which would be great. Or it's just a very involved producer role, could be as well. So I have to put my glasses on. I don't want to wear my glasses, but I have to put them on or I really can't read the comments very well. So sorry, I got to put on my spectacles. So I like to call them because it just sounds, you know, fancier.
Hailey can give us the inside info since she's in Scotland.
Yes, exactly. So yeah, so now I'm going on and kind of reading some of these comments because I haven't really been able to see them. I kind of went as long as I could. Oh yeah, Meryl did post yesterday on Twitter the Heard on Set. And I just saw somebody reposted it on Instagram. I haven't actually gone on Twitter to look at it. So I don't remember what it said. Let me see. I'll tell you this. She said, wow. Did she really? No, she had to have posted it somewhere else.
Twitter.
I know, but I'm on Twitter on, maybe this isn't, no. Her last post was June 25th.
No,
maybe it was her stars. There's stars. Yeah, oh, you know what? I wasn't on the right Meryl.
Here it is. Yeah. I'm afraid Thee has missed him. He left a few hours ago.
What can that be?
Oh, I think I know what that is. I don't know that. I won't say though. I mean, because I know it's like spoilery and stuff.
Right. I have to say it has something to do with
Probably not.
Inverness. Right?
Maybe. I don't know if what I'm thinking is right. I'm gonna, yeah. I usually divert to Cheryl, or there's also a girl in our group, Cher, that knows all the things. So.
Yeah, no, it is something else because it was something we just read in Book Club from book 7.
Okay. Plains.
So yeah, no. Yeah, it's something else. It's not Inverness. Yes, that's what I was thinking. Cheryl. Okay. So Cheryl's on here. You're on here. You talked about Obsess and X. Do you want to talk a little bit more about like when you guys get together, what you guys do on your, when you guys talk?
Yeah, I'll definitely, our group is awesome. Thanks to Cheryl and Rebecca. They kind of head up our group. And sort of, they're our leaders most of the time. And then some of us come on that and stuff like that. But again, we're making it our way through the books. We're on book 4. And sometimes we just have general chats. Like tonight, it's just going to be a general chat. I think they're going to be making some gin drinks. And You never know. We drink and talk dirty things and sensitive issues. So there you go. That's our
Yes.
tagline.
Yeah. Make it a t-shirt. Bumper sticker.
We just have time, and we have a little, usually like about after 9 or it's like 10 Eastern time. We kind of call it the Oasis time, which is our Obsessed Snacks After Dark, and things get a little silly and sometimes, cross the line a little, and it's all in good fun. At this
Yeah.
point, doing this for 2.5 years, so there's so many like inside jokes and all kinds of crazy stuff. So whiskeys events, or we'll have different. We've had some distillers on. We have our merch. The proceeds of our merchandise go to charity. So we choose a different charity each time. We've done Sam's and Katrina's. So anyway, we just choose different ways to donate money, and anyway, it's just so fun. So
Yeah,
come.
it is fun. If you're easily offended, you are very correct, Cheryl.
If you read Outlander, though, I mean, come on.
But then you shouldn't be somebody who's easily offended.
Come on now.
Yeah. It is a great group of ladies, and it's funny because Sarah, who's Outlander TikTok,
Yes,
she's the one who originally told. I had found out from her about Lauren McBride, because one of the very early Obsassenac, whenever you guys would chat during the week and have the Instagram lives, I had actually gone on, and then because she was talking about Outlander, and she was like, was pulled into the live. So she was telling us all about it, and we're like, oh, okay. So then we started following Lauren, and went on. There was a couple times where I don't know, I think I was having internet issues like one night, and I was supposed to be pulled on, but then I don't know what happened, but it just didn't work out. I was able to watch it, but for some reason it wouldn't connect. But so have been on a couple times, I think. And then you guys did like a Zoom once, and I was on for that, and that was kind of neat, just actually seeing everybody. So that was cool.
at like Christmas time, we try to do.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a nice group of people. I went to Columbus, and I met with Rebecca and some other ladies from Obsassenacs.
We call those meetups Obsassenacs in the Wild.
Yes. So that was really a great day, getting together and meeting, some of the ladies, and it was so much fun. We really had a great time. And then I met Cheryl in person in Seattle. So that was great.
I was super that trip.
Love
That
her.
was so much fun.
Yes.
So sad I wasn't there.
So I know, I was just going to add, my next question was going to be, I know that you went to the Grandfather Mountain event that went on. I want to hear about it.
Yes. Oh my goodness. So much fun. So much fun. I think I first heard about it from Andy the Highlander.
Okay. Yeah.
He was on, I want to say he was on like Sarah's, like a TikTok live she did maybe. And I think he had said something about being there. I knew about the Grandfather Mountain Highland Games. My friend Julia, who's in the chat right now, lives in North Carolina. And so she's talked to all of us about it. And we've talked about trying to meet up there. It just hasn't happened yet, but we're hoping for next year. But anyway, so I knew the games happened there, and Andy said something about that he was going to be there and that an Outlander cast member was going to be there. And I was like, okay, well, I'm not like far from that. I'm 5 hours from Grandfather Mountain. So I was like, I could probably do that. That'd be fun. Fun weekend getaway with my husband or something. So went ahead and booked it, and found out about this this group, Novel Adventures. They are the ones who put on this event. So they hired Andy, they hired Duncan, that's who came. And so she does this really cool thing where you can buy, there's like three different packages that you can buy. You can do, I think she calls it Journey to the Ridge, where they start like on the North Carolina shore and they make their way across the state of North Carolina and they end at Grandfather Mountain. Oh. And they stop along the way, places where like Jamie and Claire may have stopped, or places that are mentioned in Outlander the book. This was like a concept that she first came up with. So she was like, I think some other people are doing it now, but this was like Kim, the lady that runs it. It was originally her concept. She also does like, I want to say like Twilight and Gone with the Wind and like some other novels
Oh,
too.
okay.
But this is her Outlander one, and they stop and they do. It's so perfectly planned out. Like she had Teresa from Outlander Kitchen come down and do cooking classes with them one year. Like she's just done so many cool things with them. So you can buy that package and everything's included, like your travel, your lodging, your food, everything. So that's neat. You can do that, or you can purchase her next package, which is like you arrive at Grandfather Mountain, like you get there, and I think it's like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or something.
Hmm.
You all stay together. Andy's here.
I know, I see. Welcome, Andy the Highlander. I had him on one of my chats a while ago, and he's just so fun.
He's the best. Are your ears burning?
Oh,
Because
yeah, I know.
and so you can buy this other package where you stay with them all together in this hotel, the Mast Farm Inn. It's like an inn, and they do crafts, or they do all kinds of different classes and things like that. And then they go to the games for the opening ceremony, and then they're back. They just do all kinds of little adventures, and they come back to the games. They were there all day Saturday, and then it ends with a Hailey on Saturday night, which is like a big party.
Yeah.
So you also just buy a ticket to the Hailey, which is what I did. So I just came in. My husband and I got in on Friday. We did some touristy stuff. And then on Saturday, got up and went to the games. And Andy and I talked ahead of time that we were going to try to make a TikTok together, which he, like, when I met him, he immediately was just like, let's make the TikTok. And so we just like got right in on it. It was so much fun. Got that made. Pretty much just hung out with him and like a group of the ladies from the Novel Adventures crew. We kind of just hung out at the games, and then it was time for the Outlander parade. So that was super cool because this is the Grandfather Mountain Highland Games are the largest clan gathering in the world. So it was so cool. And so she has this parade where any Outlander fan can come out on the field, on the track, and you just parade around the whole circle. Andy and Duncan and Kim, the lady who runs the event, kind of led the group of us around the track. And it was like powerful. I don't even know how to explain it. Like, it's just a whole group of Outlander fans all marching together. I was like in my Claire costume and people are just cheering for you. And like everybody to know, like so many people knew who they were because it's a Scottish event. And I feel like a lot of people know Outlander because of that. And anyway, it was just, I can't even describe it. It was so much fun. And so we left there, and then I had bought a ticket to the Hailey. So there was a dinner, there was drinks, there was live Scottish music from this really cool band called Sire. There was a meet and greet with Duncan. We had cherry bounce, like they had made cherry bounce and passed out to everybody that we all took a drink together, like a cheers. I don't know. It was incredible. So the cool thing about that is that at the Hailey, you get one-on-one time with the cast member. So you are guaranteed one-on-one time with them. And she doesn't let anybody line up. Like she had Duncan kind of off to the side while we all hung out and mingled outside. And one at a time, she would like come and tap on your shoulder, like it's your turn or whatever. She didn't let anybody line up so that you did not feel rushed. Duncan didn't feel rushed.
That's
it was
nice.
so nice. And yeah, so I was like, my only goal for the night is to make a TikTok with Duncan. Like I'd been thinking about it for, I don't even know how long, because it's actually, John Bell was supposed to be the special guest, and then Outlander filming schedule changed, as it does, last minute, and they got Richard Rankin to replace him. And so all this time, I'm like thinking of ideas, like what kind of TikTok could I do with John Bell? And then it was like changed to Richard. It's like, okay, what kind of TikTok could I do with Richard? And then literally the week before it was supposed to happen, Richard, they called him in, like he was supposed to be off, and then they called him in for filming. And so she was able to get Duncan, which was awesome. So I was like, okay, what TikTok could I do with Duncan? Like just thinking through all these ideas, something maybe more complicated to the easiest, simplest one, like just to have some ideas. But anyway, Andy was like a big part of making that happen. He went over, actually at the games, Andy like went over to Duncan and was like, told him about me and my TikTok, and like looked over at me and was like, they were both waving at me. And I was like, And he was like, I told him about you, about your TikTok and everything. I was like, oh my gosh. So anyway, so I walked up and I was like, told him what I did. And I was like, would you make a TikTok with me? And he was just like, okay. Like he was just up for it. It was so great. It was so fun.
Oh, that's amazing. That is so cool.
It was so cool. It was a great night. Like I highly recommend a Novel Adventures Outlander experience. It was great. Like 10 out of 10. I'm going back next year. So fun.
Yeah, I that's something that I really want to do is go to that. It's like we've had so many other things lined up and planned, so it's like almost like I need a calendar for the next 3 to 4 years to plan like when you can go, because there's so many great events and there's so many different ones that I want to go to, but like, you know, who can afford to just go to all of them, you know? So you really have to be like strategic in planning, you know, what years you can go to which events. So
you need it. Would Andy hop on here for 1 second, do you think?
oh yeah, I mean, I can totally get him to I can invite him.
I don't know if he, what, 6 hours ahead? What's 4? I can't do math. It's midnight there. Right?
I mean, I'll invite him if he can't. That's, you know, understandable. Oh, he said, give me 5. Okay, no problem. We'll give you 5. And then there's this girl, Hailey, that keeps putting comments on here about, who is this Andy the Highlander that you guys keep talking about?
She's going to be joining Highlander Tours with him, and she's going to be his newest tour guide.
No, I'm so excited
Hailey.
for her. Hailey is just amazing. I wish that I know while I was in Scotland, she was like out and about. She was traveling as well. Yeah. And I really would have loved, and I know I will meet her in person because I love her energy, and like she had such great stories. Oh my God, she was just amazing to me. I was like so inspired by her. Like when I first, okay, if you want to come on and say hi, hey,
yeah, come on. She and I are in a TikTok live to discuss all the ways in which Frank is trash.
Okay.
Maria.
I was so like inspired and touched by your story, Hailey.
You're gonna make me cry.
Oh, pull Andy on.
I need to turn on a light.
Okay.
Do you like my hat? It's from this new brand that just came out. I don't know if you've heard of it.
No, never heard of that.
I don't know. I don't think it's very good. It was just given to me, but I don't really know anything about it.
So is that like a unicorn on there?
I think so. It's some like mythical. Oh my God, it's my boss. Hello.
Andy.
Hello.
She's like, I can't get away from him. He's always around.
You better be working daily.
Look at no. It's not filled yet, but look at this is my binder, right? And I already have all of the inserts for it all ready to go. I just have to finish typing it all out.
Good job.
He's prepared.
I will. You will not believe the amount of pages I already have typed, and I even downloaded to make it even more official. So, there we go.
That's fab.
Well, guys.
Hello, everyone.
Everyone. Welcome, Hailey and Andy.
We totally bombarded.
Well, nice to have you guys
bombarded Jess's interview.
Love it. I love you people, so it's fine.
Yes. What have you two been up to? What's new? What's new? It's new and exciting.
I am just back from Patrick's 10th birthday meal in Glasgow. I have just done a group tour going around some of the main Outlander locations. Some of the producers were at Lallybroch today. And yeah, we just did a one-day Outlander tour. One of my followers made me this stunning Native American stroke Celtic sterling silver band. And she made one for John Bell as well. So I'm going to give it to John's mum probably if I don't meet up with John, who stays in the same village as I do.
Awesome.
Yeah, really cool.
It's really cool.
Yes, that is gorgeous. Wow.
So what about you girls? What have you been talking about?
North Carolina.
North Carolina. Yeah.
Yeah. So, Andy, tell us a little bit about your experience from North Carolina. We heard from Jessica. So how was it for you?
Yeah, I caught the tail end of it there.
Okay.
It was really nice to experience the real North Carolina rather than Callendar, just north of Doon, the fake North Carolina. But when we first drove up to Smoky Mountain, to Grandfather Mountain, as Jessica's, it was overwhelming. The sheer scale of the event, as she said quite rightly, it was the largest in the world. And to be Grand Marshals for that event was such an honour. It was emotional. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sure. I know. I'm sure that because Jessica had shared that that's like one of the largest gatherings of the clans in the world. And I know that you had to have been to, of course they have those Scottish festivals in Scotland and they have the Scottish Games. How was that event in North Carolina like compared to what you have in Scotland?
It was on a larger scale
Okay.
because a lot of you guys emigrated or were sent to the colonies, to places like North Carolina. You guys really embrace your heritage, your Scottish heritage. And it was really nice. There were some Highland dancers from my daughter Lana's Highlands dance team in our local town. So they were performing and they won some trophies. So it was really nice to see them as well.
Oh, nice. So your daughter, her Scottish dance troupe got to go to North Carolina and perform?
Yeah. Some of the older girls, Lana wasn't there, but some of the older girls were. So it was really nice to catch up and get some photos with them.
That's amazing. I bet they were so excited. How often do you get to go to the U.S. to go, perform?
It was amazing. Well, we loved it so much so. Shona's on just now. Hi, Shona. I'm going to bring the wife and kids next year, and
me. Hello.
And Hailey's going to jump. Hailey's going to jump in the suitcase.
It's your third.
We're going to go. We're going to go for 10 days and back next year.
When is it next year? Do you know what the dates are? Or I can look them up.
Early July again.
Okay.
I think it's like the first week of July.
Yeah.
All right.
Right after the 4th. Like the week after the 4th or whatever, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Shauna, I'm definitely going. My parents want to buy tickets next year too, so the whole family's going to go as well. So I'll hop on over.
Party in North Carolina.
I heard you guys talking about Kim earlier on. I can't speak highly enough about Kim.
There's
First met Kim
from Novel Adventures.
I first met Kim a number of years ago now, probably back in 2016, something like that. She met me as I was conducting a tour around Black Ness Castle, and she's like, "Who's that guy?" And we just hit it off. We were both really passionate about what we do, and we like to do things the right way, and just go above and beyond. So Kim has every single box checked and all the I's dotted and everything, crossing the T's, every attention to detail. It's amazing.
Yeah, I need to check out all of her tours. I'll have to post a link for everybody to her website, and I just want to check them out myself.
Tickets went on sale for her huge Scotland Outlander epic. It's 16 cast members in Scotland around 2 Outlander filming locations with the cast members. It's insane.
Yeah, she just posted that earlier on this evening.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Wow. Okay.
Shona,
yeah.
Wait until you hear about her latest event. Yeah, awesome.
We'll be leading a group of the VIPs around that week, right? Like the platinum.
Mm-hmm.
Get a platinum.
Yeah.
And
I'll be taking them around locations each day as well and having fun with them.
That's amazing.
Yeah, you can do the whole 4 days, or you can just do one day, or you can just do the big party at the end, which is what I'm hoping to do.
Yeah. So Sherry's asking you to repeat. So Novel Adventures has a huge tour coming up. Is it next year or?
It's May 2023.
May 2023 with 16 cast members going around and visiting Outlander filming locations.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That is incredible. Wow.
Yeah, it'll be awesome.
Yes. So fun.
Okay.
And then there's a big party at the end if you just like, you can just do the party if you want, and that's all 16 cast members will be there. And if you get a gold ticket, you can pick which table you would like to sit at. Like each cast member will be at their own table, and that will have, I want to say like 8 people can sit with them or something like that, 8 or 9. And you can pick who you want to sit with of the 16 cast members. So that's pretty cool.
Sounds incredible.
Yeah.
Is that you on, Kim? I see Novel Adventures.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wait.
That's so
Either
neat.
Kim or Andrea.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely go check her out on Facebook.
Yeah.
Novel.
Yeah. It's just like-minded folk enjoying life in a safe group of friends. That's all it is. Having fun. Love it.
Yes.
How
Yes.
many cast members would you care if I can list off all 16 real quick if you don't care?
Go for it.
Okay. Annette, Mrs. Fitz, Graham, Dougal, Gary, who's Colum, Stephen, who's Ian, Richard, Roger, Sophie, who's Brianna, Duncan, who's Maria, who's Shasta, David, Lord John Gray, Cesar, who's Fergus, Lauren, who's Marcelly, Paul, who is Josiah and Kezzy, Caitlin, who's Lizzie, Ed, who is Stephen Bonnet, John, Bell, young Ian, and Charles, who is our new Willie.
Oh, that's so amazing.
Yeah. So that's an incredible lineup.
Yeah, that sure is. Yeah, I will post more info in my stories, and you guys can. And then I'll also post a link to Novel Adventures Instagram when I post this video of the chat today. You can go on there as well. So
yeah, yeah. And remember, folks, this isn't a convention like the other ones. This is
right.
is more intimate, much more intimate.
You're just hanging with them.
Wow.
Yeah.
So cool.
So cool.
So Hailey, what have you been up to? You've been quiet on here. What do you want to share with us?
I'm just taking it in right now, listening to the good news. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I'm still up at the castle for just over a month. I got just over a month left. I just got a new flat already that's ready to go that is about 1 mile from Andy's house.
It's not, Hailey, it's not even a mile from my house. It's a stone's throw, practically.
Yeah.
Don't
That's
throw.
a commitment right there.
Yep. So, well, actually, it hasn't been officially announced yet, but I mean, I guess we could say it on here, Andy, yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
So, as of, so I'm working at Blair Castle still. My last day is October 3rd up here, so I'm still in the middle of nowhere Highlands, getting experience, and it's crazy. The amount of Outlander fans I meet every day, I feel like I'm Andy because I like take selfies with people now, and it's sometimes I get recognized, and I think the first couple times it happened, I texted Andy, I was like, is this what it's like to be you? Like, and even like someone today, I was like, oh yeah, like because every time like an Outlander fan gets mentioned or like Jacobits get mentioned at work, my coworkers just like corral them to me. They're like, she's the one to talk to. And then I have this one part of my job that I got trained to do is when we have like coach buses come, it could be anywhere from like 10 to 50 to 60 people that come into the castle, and each of the guides take turns, and we give them like a 10-minute intro, like a brief history of the castle, the rules of the tour, that kind of thing. And I always get the Americans, obviously. Like every time there's an American group that comes in when I'm working, like I do their intro, of course, because it's fitting. And the last thing I always say, I was like, all right, if you're an Outlander fan, like I'll be on this floor in this room, like come find me. And constantly. They're like, oh, like, and every question I get probably 7 dozen times a day is like, oh, you're an American, like what brought you here? And then that starts the whole thing. And then we get the, oh my God, I've read about you. And oh my God, that's you. And blah, 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 blah. So like they ask for pictures, and I like give out Highlander Tours info all day long at my other job. So it's great. It's been like really amazing, like meeting so many fans and actually like people knowing my story, and it's been really, really cool. So that's been great, and I've been learning a lot of experience working this job. I'm a tour guide at Blair Castle. That's what I do. So yeah, I'm doing that until the 3rd of October, and then I'll be down in Kilmacombe. And then I will be starting my dream job, the dream job of all dream jobs, and that is to be a tour guide right alongside Andy the Highlander for Highlander Tours.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh,
So it's mental. It's absolutely, it doesn't seem real, to be honest. So
Yeah, it's
yeah,
crazy. You
it's
came
crazy.
on a tour with me, Hailey, in
Mm-hmm.
what, 2016?
It was May 26th, 2018. I did a 1-day tour. One day, I knew what Outlander was for 2 weeks. Okay, Maria, you know this story.
I know the
inside out.
story. Oh,
I knew what Outlander was for 2 weeks, and I was in Scotland for less than 18 hours, right? And we get picked up from our B&B, and there's a cutout of Jamie Fraser, who's looking kind of
Full size.
He's not in good shape in the garage right now.
Yeah.
And Andy, like, my jaw was already on the floor, and I wasn't even out of the door yet. And our first stop was Mid-Hope Castle, Lallybroch, and we weren't even up there yet because it has a really long drive, a long walkway to get up. And right in that moment, it was right before the pillar with Horrocks, and when Ian kills him, it was right there. And I was just like, oh my God, I want to do this for a living. And that was that.
The law of attraction, Hailey. Law of attraction.
Yep. So I was a 1-day client, and now I've been like adopted by Andy's family and Highlander Tours.
Lana, when you come say hi quickly.
I love that story.
Yeah, that's the less depressing version that Maria got when we did our live.
This is Lana. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Welcome. How are you, young lady?
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Aw. Hanging out with Dad tonight?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
There you go and watch your program. Okay.
But yeah, so it's crazy. It's all coming full circle. And then Andy and I actually gonna do an interview together, probably in October, November, because I've had 2 done so far by the same journalist, and now we're gonna do a 3rd one of Andy and I about how it's come full circle. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, you have to, like, kind of.
Yeah. Yeah, it's quite the story.
It is, because a lot of times you'll read an article and you're like, oh, that's so cool. And then you don't really ever get follow-up. So that's so neat that.
Yeah, they did one back in July about me working at the castle, and how that's like another stepping stone. I didn't mention Highlander Tours in it because it wasn't like official yet, at least like publicly. But yeah, the journalist I talked to, she knows. So she actually reached out to me about doing a follow-up about the castle, about like, oh, like Outlander superfan now works at Scottish Castle, blah blah blah, whatever. And then she knew about Highlander Tours, and she was like, she was like, we have to do another one like with Andy because it all started with Andy, and now we're back again. So, yeah,
That's amazing.
I'm very lucky to have Andy in my life. He's the reason. He's the reason. I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be alive really if it wasn't for Andy. So I'm very grateful.
Some story like Hailey, every one of us watching right now, I'm sure comes under that same kind of bracket, under the Outlander effect, how it might have saved us or changed our lives in a positive way, or got us off the couch or met new friends, first of all online. And I think Jessica, we met face to face in North Carolina, and feels as if we've known each other for such a long time. It's just been amazing what this world that Diana has created.
Yeah,
I say that all the time because it really is. It's just, I've never had, I mean, I have friends, but I've never had friends on this level and such a large group of people where, Andy, you had said, it's this huge group of like-minded people, and it really is. And it's like, we all just get along for the most part,
I think like a part of it is because we all we all interpret Outlander differently, and some things are certainly the same, but it's what it means to, it's almost like a fingerprint. Like it means something different to me than it does to everyone here. Like, but it's all connected. And it's very, very rare to find something like that that's that powerful, that brings a community together like this, right? And having a bond over something you love so deeply and being able to relate that to others and connect on a whole different level, like, that's a pretty powerful thing, you know? Like, look at where we all are because of this story. And it's only growing. We're what, 8 years in or whatever, and it's getting bigger. It's literally getting bigger, and it's absolutely phenomenal. There's no words to describe.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah,
like even let's say that it's not gonna be, but if season 7 was the last, but it's not. No. Let's say that the show ends. Let's say the show's gonna end eventually with season 10. Even after that, it's still, people are still going to be wanting to come to Scotland to experience this, to talk about it. You don't erase that. It's here to stay. Like, Andy and I are going to be doing tours long after the shows end, long after the books are done being published. It's not going to go away. And how amazing is that?
Right.
So yeah. Sorry, that was my emotional rant. You know,
I love that. Yeah. And, you know, again, one thing is Cynthia from the Outlander fan documentary. And if you follow me, you know that I'm part of the crew for the documentary. I've been doing interviews and, you know, just helping Cynthia with whatever, you know, to get the documentary going. And, you know, that's why Cynthia decided, you know, it was kind of her idea with a group of friends, that this story needs to be told, because this is something different. It's not just like your regular fandom, like, oh, everybody who loves Supernatural or, you know, Marvel or, you know, DC comic, whatever. This is something on a different level.
It is a different level. I say to people, you know, there's something for everyone, whether you're married, widowed, divorced, single, interested in romance, time traveling, fantasy, Jacobite history, Scottish history, Scotland, scenery, whiskey, whatever. There's something for everyone.
I have something really cool to show, and you just reminded me. So this is like kind of off topic, but something really cool that you guys appreciate. So at the castle I work at, it has a lot of Jacobite history. One of I'm not going to give you the whole spiel, but basically one of our second Duke of Athol, his younger brother was lieutenant military commander to the Bonnie Prince. Lord George Murray. He besieged his own family home, the castle that I work at, for 3 weeks using cannon fire. Right? I talk about this all day long. It's amazing. Our castle caretaker gifted me 3 musket balls that were shot by Jacobites during the 45 at Blair Castle. So we have this one here. This is from a Brown Bess musket from the 1740s, right? It's pretty heavy. It's lead. This one is one after impact. It was embedded in the castle walls.
Oh, wow.
You can see it here. And then this one's slightly smaller. This is from a flintlock pistol that was fired at the castle. Fired by actual Jacobites in real life.
That's amazing.
Yeah. I just wanted to share something cool. Yeah.
That is very cool.
Yeah. History nerd. So.
Yes, I see all kinds of wows, because that is like,
yeah.
It's like, I don't even know what to say. That is so cool.
It's pretty cool. Yeah. So.
Huh.
But a fun little history notion for the day.
Love it.
Yeah.
Quelqu'un a dit que c'est dommage que nous ne parlons pas français, mais nous parlons français. Alors, bienvenue. Somebody was saying it's a shame we don't speak French.
Yes. Juste un peu de français. Very, very little. Though I took it a long time. I mean, I have like 6 years of French that I took, but I mean, you don't speak it. You don't remember. Like, I don't remember it. I had to. I could come up with some basic sentences, but that's about it.
Verre du pain, s'il vous plaît.
Ah. So what's next for you guys? I mean, there's a lot of good things coming up. Are you, Andy, going to be doing any more like kind of festivals or things like when you went to Grandfather Mountain, stuff like
Well,
that coming up?
yeah, since Grandfather Mountain, I attended at least another 2 or 3 Highland Games in Scotland. I will be meeting Hailey on the 10th of September for the event at the Highland Folk Museum. It's the Inverness Outlander girls will be there. It's an Outlander day, so that will be fun. And I think we're going to head to Glasgow after that to Scott Kyle's Fling in Glasgow city centre. Scott, who plays Ross in Outlander. So that'll be quite a good event as well. Kaylee dancing and all sorts of fun there.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So that's on my day off, my only day off for the next 38 days.
Andy doesn't take vacations or days off.
Mm. Yeah. So yeah, I have that on the 10th. I have a new coat that I got made that I'm really excited to share with people. It's actually at Andy's house right now. It's at his house, so that I'll be wearing for the first time, that I had specially made to wear for that on the 10th. And then my parents are actually coming to Scotland in October for the first time ever. And actually, the 10th that we're going to the Outlander day is my 2-year anniversary of living in Scotland full time.
Oh, nice.
So it's fitting, yeah.
Very fitting.
Yeah, so I was like, cool. And then my parents are coming for 2 weeks in the middle of October, and we're doing a 4-day tour with Andy, so they can experience that. And they're excited to like meet the family and the kids as well, like my boyfriend's family as well, and then my Scotland family too. So we're gonna do a 4-day official tour with them.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna be like my first real guinea pigs of going on a tour. So yeah, that's it for the next like 2 months. Yeah.
And during that 4-day tour, on the 4th day, the final day, we have incorporated Diana Gabaldon into that.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Going to go and see her.
Yeah.
Tickets to go and see her in Inverness.
Yeah.
Awesome.
We're gonna spend the night at Culloden House that night, and then go to the event. I've never actually met. Can you believe I've never actually met her? How crazy is that?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, thank you so much for everything.
No.
Bow down. I was like, it's all because of you.
Yeah.
We've like exchanged like emails a couple times and like been a bunch of tweets and everything. And then of course at the London premiere, I blacked out and didn't really look at her that day because I was preoccupied. But yeah, I'm excited to actually meet her. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, she's awesome. The first time I ever met Diana was when we were filming episode 11, season 2, Vengeance is Mine. Claire fixes my teeth at the very beginning of the episode. I'm the Highlander going like this, as Claire is looking into my mouth. And Diana was the consultant on that episode. So we were all whispering on set, like. So every morning before I went into the studio, I would first of all get there an hour before everybody else. I started filming on season 2, so I wanted to know what we were filming. I hadn't read the books, so I actually started on Dragonfly and Amber before I read the first book. So I would go into the studio. I would buy caramel bread and chocolate brownies, cans of Red Bull, all sorts, to keep my energy levels up and put it in my sporran. So we saw Diana on set, and I went up to her and I said, "Excuse me, would you like some caramel shortbread?" And she said, "Oh my, thank you." So she took some. That's the first time I spoke to her.
Out of a stranger's sporran.
Well, that's what they're for. They're for storing your little necessities.
Funny.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to like keep it together when I like meet her. Like I have to really keep it together.
Hailey cries easily, so.
No, I don't. No, I don't. Okay.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I need to meet her finally. I was supposed to meet her. I don't know. I don't really tell this story that often, but I first became an Outlander fan like in 2018, just like you, Jess. And I actually had won a ticket to Outlander, North Carolina. They were having an event at Tryon Palace, and Diana was going to be there. It was like an anniversary of Tryon Palace. And so I had won a ticket. So I went down there. I just went by myself because I was only going to be there for like a couple days. And then, you know, it was just going to be a nice little get away by myself. So that morning, you know, I got there Thursday night. Friday morning, I woke up and I did not feel right. And that was the night that the event was supposed to be. So it ended up that I was having a heart attack, and I had to have a stent put in. I had 3 stents in my heart. I don't even know, like, it's so weird. So like my heart literally is alive, you know, like Newbern is always be a part of me, because that's where I was at. I was in Newbern, and they, you know, had a great hospital there, and like, you know, I'm fine now.
Diana,
but not
you.
What's that?
Diana Gabaldon almost killed you. That's
I know. So because I went down there, you know, just to kind of go to that event, and you know, I was going to leave, you know, like I think on Sunday, but I ended up staying, I think, till Monday or Tuesday because being in the hospital. But the ladies, a lot of the nurses at the hospital, it was the next day, that Saturday, there was one of the nurses had been to that event the night before. And then she was like showing me pictures and telling me about it. And some of the other nurses got together because Diana was there also Saturday and Sunday doing some talks and stuff. So they got her to sign a book for me and stuff like that. So I thought that was really sweet of them that they did all that. So
you have to tell her that story sometime. I think she would like not appreciate it, but she would definitely like want to hug you for that, I think.
I know. That's why I'm like, I need to meet her one day because,
yeah,
you know, that's the first Outlander thing that I went to, that I was going to kind of, you know, just by myself. And I'm just going to go to this Outlander event. And here I am, like out of the States. And who would think that you would have something like that happen to you? So
I know. Yeah.
But
that's so like, thank God you're all right though. Seriously, because you're by. Thank God. I'm so glad that worked out though in the end.
Yeah. Because then my husband, he ended up coming like Saturday, you know, as soon as he could get, you know, a flight down there. But it was like crazy. I'm like, I don't know what to do. I don't feel right. I was in this B&B, and I'm like, I have to call 911 because I don't know what's going on with me. You know, like I just knew.
So crazy when symptoms of heart attacks are like this whole big list.
Yeah, it was a lot of things, you know, but I started putting things together. And so I like went on and Googled signs of a heart attack. And I'm like, yes. I'm like, oh shoot. Like, who would think that this would happen? You know, I don't know. Like in your 40s. I don't know. It's just crazy. I'm glad I'm okay. So that's I was going to meet Diana's story. Yes.
Okay.
That's a pretty big. But cheers.
Salut, Marie-Claire.
Yeah, who's in here? Who's
Outlander TikTok joined a minute ago, but I've got a very famous Outlander actor here that would like to say hello, and he'll tell you what scenes he filmed.
Okay.
Hey, what's your name?
Hello.
What's your name?
I'm called Patrick.
Patrick.
Outlander.
I filmed Fraser's Ridge.
And whose wedding was it? Roger and?
Brianna's.
Oh, nice. That's exciting.
Shot of him in the beginning of the episode that you can point him out clearly.
Yeah.
Right at the beginning, Patrick is running around. It's like a couple kids where Roger's walking down, where Roger picks up German. A second before that, the kids are running around. You can see Patrick clear today.
Very famous.
Cool. That is so neat. I have to go back and watch for you now, specifically. I'm going to go to. Yes.
Patrick, your birthday gift is arriving tomorrow, and you can open it early.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh.
We went to, what was it? What kind of restaurant was it we were at tonight?
It was like Infinite Beef.
It was, I don't know if it was Argentine or something, but we could
It was Italian.
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 That sounds
It was
good.
an all-you-can-eat steak buffet.
Good.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh. How much did you eat? Entire cow or half a cow?
Like
Everything you can think
everything you can think of. Gammon steak.
Rump
Not
steak.
rump
Yeah.
steak.
Everything. Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Chicken. Oh, we had chicken hearts as well. Right, anyway,
Ooh.
you say bye-bye to
Bye.
Yeah,
I
he has
had
great hair.
dinner.
Real
I
good.
picked out food truck food. We have the horse trials going on at the castle right now. One of the biggest horse trials in the world. Tomorrow I'm gonna go like snoop around to see if any members of the royal family are there. We'll see. I don't know.
So have you met anybody like because either one of you, because that's something that I was wondering, because when I went to Scotland, that's like the royal family was there. Have you, either one of you, come in contact with any, not the actual royals, but like any of the other generations of them?
The family that married into the castle that I work at, our 10th Duke, his half sister and her family are a very, very aristocratic English family, who have very, very close ties to the Queen, going back like decades and decades. Very, very close ties to the Queen. And one of our head trustee, who was the 10th Duke's half sister, one of her daughters is married to a Spencer Churchill. So yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, really close with the Queen's family, which is like crazy. Yeah,
It is.
close as I get. The Queen's been to the castle. That's as close as I've come to.
Yeah, that you know that
any
you've been in the same
Yeah.
building.
walk balls. Like that's as close as I'll be.
Would you guys want to do some would you rather questions with us?
Sure.
Sure.
Are you ready to do some of those, Jessica? I thought that might be fun while we have everybody on here.
Jessica, I saw your story about like asking questions, but I literally could not think of a single one. I saw, when you put on your story, if you had any questions, I really tried, but I could not come up with any.
I get it. It's hard and interesting.
Okay.
All right, let's
go ahead, Jess. You go first. And do one.
Here, the Bonnie Prince of Sassenach.
I love all these names.
Caroline from our group. I better not say that one right now. Let me think of one I could read. Here's one that's like super like it's not like a simple one. If you were given this option tomorrow, would you rather have a green light on season 8, or would you like to be handed book 10 to read and know the ending of the story?
Oh. Ooh, that's a really mean question.
Green light for season 8, or to know the ending of book 10.
I'm gonna say
rather have tomorrow.
I'll say season 8 confirmation tomorrow over book 10 because book 10 is like the end, and I'm not ready for that. As much as I'm like really selfish because Diana took 7 years to write this book, and I read it in a day and a half. Okay, so that was really my own fault because I don't have any self-control. But I know that she needs time to make this perfect piece of literature, and I'm not ready to say goodbye because I think I'll need to be hospitalized. So I'm going to say, for the sake of my sanity, I'm going to say season 8.
Yep, I'll go for that. 8.
That's what I say too.
That was a good question.
We don't know if we're getting season 8. We know we're getting.
And also, we're definitely getting season 8 because obviously I will die.
Yeah, never know.
Here's a wee bit of random info. When I was at Lallybroch today, as some of you know, they had the big blue wooden thing at Lallybroch recently hiding the caravan, right? Anyway, that's now gone completely. At one point, we had 20th century windows and modern blinds. We are now back to 18th century door and windows. And the caravan is gone.
I think they're definitely filming everything from the beginning of the season to the end. They did the same thing with the ship, because people leaked pictures of when they were filming on the ship, and it was like a week-long filming, and they were filming completely different scenes within the days. And if you read the books, it was obvious what was being filmed. And renting boats like that is wicked expensive. So they filmed everything they needed to film on the ship. And I think they're doing the same thing with Lallybroch and getting all the scenes done that they need for the whole season, for the exterior of Lallybroch at least, before like winter comes. So they're doing both of those storylines before winter gets her in terms of the exterior of Mid-Hope.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay. Winter's coming.
They also, some inside info here, folks. They will be filming at Kura again in October.
At where?
Kuras, where we filmed Cranesmuir scenes. So they'll be there in October.
Okay.
Good stuff.
You hear that, Terry? You're going to be there in October. Are you still on, Terry? Lots going on in October.
Oh my God, I'll be there too. I just realized that. Cool.
Okay.
Find out.
I don't know if I'll be there or not.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, what's another question?
All right.
You have one?
I do. I have a few. So, would you rather spend 1 week hunting the wilderness with young Ian or 1 night in the Beardsley's cabin? Which one are you game for?
1 night in the Beardsley cabin? Oh.
Like the one with the goat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I'll go hunting with you. Thanks.
I'll take the hunting.
The Beardsley cabin when?
With the
Okay,
dead
so
human.
would you, a week with young Ian out
I
hunting
thought
in
you
the
were
wilderness.
talking about Lizzie's 1 night in the Beardsley cabin.
No, I meant, oh my God.
That's immediately where my mind went.
Okay, I bet like a spooky, stinky, goat-filled, there's a man dying upstairs, Beardsley cabin.
Blast,
There's-
Ian. We would blast. But I want it to be. Can it be John as Ian a week in the wilderness hunting?
Oh,
Because
yeah.
that's, like, fun.
Yes. Yeah, same. I'll go hunting with young Ian. That would be that would be fun.
Definitely. And you would just watch him catch everything.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, he'd
Hear
kill
him
everyone.
on.
Be fine.
Yeah. You just like hold him up if he needed it.
Right. Help him like clean, the game, and because you're going to be obviously doing some hunting for winter food, and storing it up. Oh, all right. You got another one, Jess?
Okay, would you rather be stuck for weeks on the plague ship headed to Jamaica or be stuck on a ship captained by Stephen Bonnet?
Oh.
I'll take my chance on it.
Yeah.
When
okay, so
just get tossed out the window, felt like it.
I have a fear of ships, so I'm kind of screwed either way. No, because I'm a woman, so that'd be really hard to deal with Stephen Bonnet.
Tossed out the window.
No, I'll fight him. I'll Stephen Bonnet. I don't really feel like having the plague, so
Yeah, same.
I
I don't feel like it either.
I'll just find a weapon,
Yeah.
or I'll just corner to hide in and call it a day. And I'll just be really.
All right. So this one, Andy, you can answer if you want, but you don't have to. All right. So, the game Spin the Bottle. Is that like a thing in Scotland? Okay.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
course.
So, you're playing Spin the Bottle and you're going, oh, I hope that the bottle lands on Myrta, Lord John Grey, or Roger. Which one do you pick?
Myrta, Lord John, or Roger.
Uh-huh.
I'll go for Myrta.
Okay.
We should give him a girl version.
Yeah.
Yes. I can do. Oh, yeah. Let me.
Yeah, give him a girl version.
Okay.
Myrta.
You two talk about your choices, and I'll come up with a couple.
Yeah.
I'll come up with.
Well, as handsome as David Berry is, John Gray wouldn't enjoy it. He would be a gentleman about it, but he wouldn't get anything out of it. I would honestly say Myrta, to be honest. I would say Myrta.
I don't know. Roger's a cleaner guy. Myrta's like a little
Yeah,
dirty.
but Myrta is so fly. He's so fly.
Yeah. A clean Myrta.
Yeah, somebody said, lol, poor Andy. I met the Myrta and Andy fan fiction now. Oh, dear.
Oh my God, Sean! I have friends that can write it. Myrta and Andy Van.
There was somebody in North Carolina that got Duncan to sign something. It was either a photo or a T-shirt of Myrta lying in the bed with his naked body.
Oh,
How did I miss that?
I can't remember who that was. I think it was
That's
Joan.
so
I think it was Joan Harbin, actually.
That makes perfect sense.
I think season 5 and 6 Myrta was hotter than season 1 through 3 Myrta. My opinion.
Yeah.
I think Duncan really pulled off that gray.
The old silver fox.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. I agree.
I remember when he posted this selfie in season 5 of him with AirPods in and aviators, and everyone like lost their minds. Because it was one of our first looks at him when it was announced that he was going to be back for season 5, and he like posted this selfie of him looking like really cool, and everyone was like losing their minds over it. Because he just looked really awesome.
It wasn't Joan, it was the lady sitting next to her. Okay.
We need 3 girls for.
I
Andy.
do. I have 3 3 lovely women from Outlander.
Go.
Galis, Louise, and
Oh.
Jenny. Galis, Louise, or Jenny? Okay.
Louise.
Oh, yeah.
I actually loved her character.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'll go Louise. But I love Galis as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Louise.
Yeah,
Which-
Galis was cool. I miss
Okay.
Galis. I wish Claire didn't decapitate her. I feel like she'd make the Ridge have a real.
She didn't. Louise would be the most fun.
I was just talking to someone the other day on Twitter. I was like, we don't talk enough about the fact that Claire literally chopped her head off. I was like, why don't we talk about this? Like, we just like glazed over the fact that Claire literally decapitated her.
Hailey, would that come under drama?
It would, because that was one of the kidnappings. It would. I gotta redo that one. I gotta redo that video at some point. I went, boom, Jamaica.
Yeah, it was funny.
That was really fun.
All right. You got another one, Jessica?
Okay. Let's do earmuffs for any, children around maybe. This is a bit into our Outlander After Dark time, or Obsessed Nights After Dark. The Bonnie Prince in our group, she sent me this one. She said, "Would you rather wax your honey pot or get bit by a monkey with mange?"
But monkey with what?
With, like
mange is what that monkey
rabies. Like rabies kind of thing.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Not rabies. Rabies
No.
will kill.
Well,
It's
surely
Okay. Well, the mange is like
a honey pot.
Infection. Like infection.
infection. Okay.
They're like hairs clumping out, like coming out in clumps. Like, anyway, that monkey in the books, that monkey has mange. On the show here, at it.
I think the answer is rather obvious.
We're going with the honey pot.
Yeah.
Okay. And the here's part 2. Honey pot or your nipples pierced like the king's mistress.
That must be all.
I'm sticking with honey pot.
Same.
Ew, no. Yeah, I'm gonna my answer.
So,
Oh, that's so fun.
Questions. Who put that in there?
Who was that? I think it was Bonnie Prince Charlie.
Yes, Carolyn.
Oh, the username fits the question.
Oh, yeah.
Mark
It
me.
does.
yes.
Oh my god, I get asked at work all the time if was he really like that? And I'm like, no, it's a TV show. No. I'm like, he wasn't like that. Because I have to talk about him like every day, and I'm like, no, like it's not like that. I was like, Andrew Gower did a fantastic job, but it's just a show. I have to look at him every day. There's a huge portrait of him I have to stare at every single day.
Honey pot.
Wow.
Yeah.
Honey
Oh,
pot.
yeah. Yeah. Okay. He just said it. I was going to ask you to say it.
Honey pot.
There you go.
Okay, Caroline did not piercing, but someone in our group did. I don't remember who it was, but she did say that honey pot or monkey with mange.
All right. My next one is because, Jessica has her Sassenach TikTok. Would you rather do a TikTok clip, dance, acting, so forth, just a little scene with John Bell or with Sam?
John Bell.
Oh my god, you guys answered really fast. I have to think about this for a moment.
John's TikToks are awesome, but I think I'd like to have a bit of fun with Sam.
What about, can I write in my answer, Katrina?
You can.
Yeah, where you have yet to ask me a question about my queen.
Yes, our queen, because she is all.
Okay.
I think I might say I feel like my energy would match Sam's more, but I would really think it would be cool if I could match John's, but I don't think I could. Like, I think I would just be really awkward in the background because I couldn't do what he does. So I'm gonna say Sam because I'm shy.
Yeah, Sam's TikToks are pretty entertaining.
More
So
my
random.
speed.
Like, first one, urination. It's like, okay, all right. This is what we're doing. Okay. Hello.
Okay.
All right, what's
Do you have more, Jessica?
I do have more.
Oh, all right.
Okay, which book story is not included in the show would you rather see? Let's see.
Wait,
James,
I missed the first half of your question. Sorry.
which book storyline that was not included in the show would you rather see? Would you have
What if
rather
it happened? What if we aren't at that book yet? Oh, I have an answer. Can I have
no.
two answers?
What?
My first, I think I'm lagging. Okay.
What?
Mine from the books that we have already had so far is when Jamie and Claire carved their initials into each other's palms. I would die for that. That would, because they did it, because in the books they don't say goodbye to each other at the stones. They say goodbye to each other in that little cottage at the bottom of the hill. And then the redcoats come and Claire has to run up the hill by herself. And the night in the cottage, they carved the initials into each other's hands.
Yeah, it's a sweet
And we didn't get that. But they did actually film that in season 3 for whatever reason. And then they realized, yeah, this doesn't match. And they got rid of it. And you can actually see the initials carved in their hands in a couple scenes. But we never got the actual scene. So I wish we got that originally in Dragonfly and Amber, where they carved the initials in each other's hands. And my storyline that I hope to see is the last 80 pages of book 9 for reasons I shall not tell. But if you know anything about the last 80 pages, you know that Sam and Katrina are going to murder that if we get 9 seasons.
Oh
and
my God, yes.
I would literally sacrifice my firstborn child. I don't know if my boyfriend's still on here, but I would do that to get.
Yes.
If you know, you know.
I totally agree.
Oh my God, I would pay all the money in the world for that. Any vital organ you want. Take my heart and give me that scene.
Somebody's asking, Andy, would you rather have the Outlander job of a printer, smuggler,
Oh,
even a pirate or military position?
that's an amazing question.
It is a great one.
Yes, smuggler stroke pirate. Sounds quite adventurous.
Oh my God, Grant is on here.
Not a printer. Is that you, Jordy? Me, Claire.
I feel like
that
a pirate
was
would
really
be the most. I
good.
think a pirate would be really fun.
Yeah.
A pirate would be super fun.
Claire.
You could be like Jamie Fraser with the personality of Jack Sparrow.
Yeah. Yeah. That'd be a nice pirate, a fun pirate.
That needs to be a fan fiction right there. Jamie Fraser and Jack Sparrow. Boom, there you go.
That'd
Get
be
writing.
hilarious. Yeah.
Oh, I wouldn't write that. I wouldn't have the skill for that.
Wow.
Grant's like my future child. Yeah, our non-existent child I would sacrifice to see the end of book 9 in my eyeballs.
Oh. So my
I
next
literally called Andy. He was driving. I don't even know, but it was like I had finished the book at like 3:00 in the morning because it took me 2.5 hours to get through those last 80 pages because I was bawling my eyes out too bad, like literally sobbing into the void until, like I'm telling you, I read it in a day and a half. That's pretty fast, but it took 2.5 hours extra because I couldn't stop crying. I couldn't read what was going on.
I know.
And I wasn't going to call him at 3 a.m., so I called him the next day, and that he pulled over on the side of the road while I read him out loud over the phone 25 pages of book.
So I was like, is he? What?
I was like, you need to stop what you're doing, and you need to listen to what just happened. Because
nobody's going to say.
I texted you, and I was like, she blank, he blah, blah, blah. And then you were like, what? And then I think you called me, and then I was like, I heard you in the car, and I was like, she did this and this is what happened to him, and then you pulled over and you're like, okay, go. And I read, it was like half an hour of me reading out loud that whole scene.
Oh my God, yeah. When that scene started, like when you're reading it, like you have to just keep going.
Yeah.
You cannot stop.
I'm actually thinking, let me know if you guys are interested in this, since you know what's going on. I've been asked to do this like a bunch of times by people on TikTok and on Twitter, Twitter mostly, to do a live doing a deep dive of that scene. Also, other scenes that occurred. I'm not going to say what it is out loud because I don't know who has not read book 9.
Yeah,
there,
we
but
don't want to do that.
You know what I'm talking about. The certain things that happened in book 9 and how that relates to the entire story, and also the end of book 10. I've been asked to do a deep dive of that for a while. So if you guys are interested and want to do that together, that would be really cool.
This is what we're talking about.
Yeah. So I've explained my theory to many people and they want me to go into it more. So if you guys want to do a live sometime of talking about that, we could definitely make that happen, because I have literal pages upon pages written about it. So.
This is your theory about the end of book 10.
It's about, okay, so without saying too much, it's about the 3 things that happened in book 9, how that relates to book 1, certain things that happened in all the other books, and then also book 10.
Right, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. I have a bunch, and also Jamie and Claire in general.
Yes.
So I have a bunch of notes written on that. So if you guys want to join that, we can plan and do a book 9 certain situation deep dive.
Do it.
Okay.
So
yes.
we can plan whether it's on here or here on TikTok. I think here we'd have more followers accumulated, so it might be better on. Well, Jess has a bunch too, but overall we might have more on here than TikTok. I don't know. Whatever works. Either way.
It would have to be like, this is spoiler city.
Yeah, like,
do not come on.
We're gonna rip apart all the theories. So if you guys want to be a part of that, we could plan that soon.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm game.
I have a lot to say, and I can't put it in a Twitter thread. It needs to be a conversation.
Oh, yeah.
So we should definitely plan that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I have a would you rather for you, Hailey. Who would you rather have as your mom, Claire or Jenny?
As my mom?
Yeah.
I don't know if I want her to be my mom. If that's the question, I'll obviously pick Claire. Jenny would be a hard ass mom.
Yeah.
Jenny would give me like a curfew and stuff. I would pick Claire, because if she's gonna be in my life, I'll take her any way I can. But Jenny would be a tough mom to have, I think.
She would be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good mom.
Also, I wonder if Laura is gonna be coming back. No one's heard a word. I think she is.
No, I think my opinion is that it's gonna be flip-flopped, is what I think.
That's gonna be a big flip-flop for them to do. But honestly, like, we know Ian's down to return.
Oh God. That's why I think.
Yeah, maybe. That's a shame though, because she's such a good Jenny. Like, no one. I would rather.
Hailey's frozen.
She's frozen. She's Elsa.
Did I freeze?
She's frozen.
Yeah, I have horrible service. I'm in the middle of nowhere. I think I said that I would rather have Laura not be in it than have her be recast.
Oh, you cannot recast.
No, you can't. She was too good. Too good. So
we've got a couple of questions here, folks. Where's the best place to meet cast and crew by coincidence? If you're in Glasgow, the West End is a night you might bump into some in the West End. Somebody also asked me what my favourite Outlander location was to film. I would say that I don't have one. I would say that just being part of this production and filming over 80 days, whatever it was, on multiple seasons was just the life-changing experience. It was all part of everything.
Yeah. It had to have been just incredible.
Someone asked what my favorite book was. Not counting book 1 because that's too obvious. Book 6, 100%.
Great.
Same. Book 6. And the same, Hailey. Love book 6.
Yeah. You don't count book 1 You don't count the wedding. You don't count A. Malcolm. You don't count those. Those are not ever.
Those
in
are
contention.
givens.
Those
Yeah,
are
it's
just
like
they're not part of the list. But no,
Funnel.
I would pick book 6 1,000%.
So good.
Andy, is it true that one time you were out on a walk and you ran into Lauren Lyle?
I think it might have been.
Oh, that's really cool. Crazy how
I was
coincidence.
were
I
you
was
with the girl who was crying?
with this Hailey, and I spotted a unit base sign at the side of the road. And I said to Hailey, Hailey, there's filming down here. So this was in Luss on the banks of Loch Lomond. So we drove down and the film crew were everywhere. It wasn't Outlander because Outlander had wrapped for the season. So there's Andy the Highlander with his sword, dagger, everything, full Outlander outfit. Hailey and I walked to the end of the pier. I've got the sword in the air, for the hero poses.
There to get.
Back,
I was
walk
just
back.
taking pictures.
Hailey was taking pictures. We walk back down and I hear this voice saying, "Hey, what are you guys up to?" So I looked down and I was like, "Hailey." Hailey turns around and just burst into tears. It was Lauren Lyle. So
I
Lauren
was looking down.
saw Hailey crying her eyes out, so she came up
Oh my
and
god.
gave her a massive, massive hug.
Hailey.
Yeah. For me, it happened a little differently. We were looking over and she was looking up at us and I was staring at her like hardcore. And I was in my mind, I'm like, there's no way. I'm like, she looks like someone that I know. And I'm like, but there's just no. And then Andy, and I'm looking at her, and Andy's looking at me, looking at her. And I don't know how much time passed because at that point I was no longer present. And then Andy like bumps me. He goes, "You gonna say hi?" And I just, goodbye.
Oh, she's so sweet.
She's
Yeah,
lovely.
someone
Sweet.
was she filming Karen Peary? Yeah, she was.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did you
that's coming out. Yeah.
Did
I'm
you see
looking forward to that.
Lauren's last photo shoot she did with the nice like red dress on?
Yeah.
Yes.
She looked awesome. Yeah, really nice photos.
She's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
She's
Yeah.
so sweet.
So cool. She's so cool.
She's so
Yeah,
cool.
but
And I love that
we-
she's short like me.
She's so short. She's wicked tiny. But yeah, that was such a special. She did not have to do what she did because she was literally working. The boat was like already beginning to like take off from the dock. She like jumped out and ran up to us, and she engaged. Andy and I talked about this after. She engaged with us first. We would not have known there at all.
That's
We probably
so nice.
know. But yeah, she was the sweetest person. Yeah.
Miranda, you're asking about watching Karen Perry or Perry. I don't know. How do you say the last? Is it Perry?
I don't know actually. Perry.
I know that some people can. You might want to DM the Terry at Lollybrock Guild. Send her a DM because she can do
Twitter as well.
Yeah, she can do something where she changes the IP address. I don't know how to do that.
Oh yeah. VPN, those are really easy.
Yeah.
Lauren's been like retweeting like information about it, so she definitely could have retweeted like an American network or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All
right. Any more questions? Would you rather's? Any questions?
I have one because it is National Dog Day, and I do have to do a nod to Rolo.
I know.
So, would you rather have to give Rolo a bath after he got sprayed by a skunk, or use him as a blanket to keep warm for 3 nights?
I'll use him as a blanket.
Blanket for sure.
What was the first one? Give him a bath when?
When he was sprayed by the skunk.
I feel like I've done that to like my actual dog in real life. So, not fun. I'll choose him as a blanket. You just have a big cuddle sesh.
I know. Well, because in the books, it's referred to so much as like, just being next to Rolo for warmth and, using him as kind of a live blanket because he's so hairy and warm and big.
I've met him a couple of times. And I can't remember if it was his brothers and sisters. I met Rolo's whole family and owner at an event. So lovely dog. Lovely.
Isn't his name Dewey or something like that is his real
Dewey.
name.
Yes.
Andy, someone's asking you and I what our favorite Scottish gin is. Mine is, I don't know if you've heard of it. It's called Forget Me Not by Katrina Balfe.
It's a good gin.
After that though, Sky Gin from Sky Distillery is my favorite after that. Or Shetland. Shetland and Sky are pretty close together for me.
Yeah, I guess there's quite a few good ones. Arran gin's nice. Edinburgh gin's nice. Yeah, there's lots of good ones.
Yeah, the ones.
Sorry, Hailey. Go.
What is it?
That's Hailey. Terry, you're asking about Hailey.
What's the question?
About Inverness and Diana in October.
What about it? I didn't hear it. See the.
Okay, so it's a question from the Lallybroch Guild. She asked who had said something about it, about Diana and Inverness in October.
Oh, does she want to know what it? Does she want to know what it is?
Well, because she's going to be there in October, more towards the end of October. So
yeah. So
Eden Court in Inverness. What's the date again, Hailey?
It's 7:30 p.m. on October 15th. It's a 60-minute talk, and then afterwards, Diana's doing a book signing where everyone can bring 1 or 2 items for her to sign. And you talk to her for a minute or so. There's still tickets available because I was just on there yesterday to give the link to someone else. Just if you Google just Eden Court Diana Gabaldon, it'll come up. Or go to Inverness Outlander, their page will have it. So the tickets I think are only like £20. So
oh yeah, that's
nice. So it's definitely gonna be cool. It's really cool because like her doing the book signing is included. So and it says that everyone can bring something to sign.
That's really nice. Wow.
Yeah.
Anyway, ladies, I am going to love you and leave you. This Lana has fallen asleep on the couch across from me. Patrick's still in the room on iPad, so I need to get these kids to their bed.
Yes, I understand. I was probably going to be wrapping it up anyways. So, I'm so thankful for you guys just popping on. That was so nice of you, the both of you.
Well, thanks for having
me.
Lovely to see you both.
Yeah.
And yes, we'll be talking, Hailey, about that book 9.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you if I've been meaning to reach out to you for a while now, just like to catch up because we haven't like talked one-on-one in a while. Oh, but Andy, before you leave, since we're already talking about this, I'm gonna see you anyway, or I'm probably gonna talk to you tomorrow. But I haven't gotten all of them, but I've gotten some questions from CJ about questions for you and I to answer when we're together on the 10th for the fan documentary.
Right, that's fine.
And we can just have like someone there, like just film us answering them or what have you.
Yep, no problem. We can do that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm so excited you guys are going to be part of that.
Yeah, it'll be
Thank
fun.
you.
We'll keep you posted anyway.
All right.
Yeah. We'll announce it soon. But
right, stay in touch.
Okay.
Bye,
Andy.
Bye. Good night, y'all.
Night.
Oh, Jess, tomorrow, Maria, you have to join this. Tomorrow, Jess and I are gonna do a live on TikTok.
Oh.
We're still gonna do that.
Okay.
We're doing a live on TikTok for all the reasons why Frank was a shitty husband.
I'll have to come and listen because I can't join on TikTok. I can't join a chat or a live because I don't have enough followers.
Yeah, that happened. That was like me for literally the longest time.
Yeah.
I just 1,000 followers like a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
Yeah. But we're going to do Jessica and I are going to go live tomorrow and do a TikTok of all the reasons why Frank was.
I mean, people really want to come at you with their defending Frank. And it's like, listen here.
I tweeted yesterday. Jess, you might have seen it. I don't know if you did. I tweeted and I was like, do we think that, let's say Frank never died in the accident, right? Let's say he never did. This also, if you didn't read book 9, block your ears, okay? So I tweeted and I was like, let's say Frank never died in the car accident, right? Do we think maybe eventually one day he would have told her what he knew? because at that point he see, I'm already starting the live early because it gets me really upset. He made her promise to never talk about him or her past ever again. Meanwhile, he spends the next 2 decades tracking him, finding him, writing a whole book about him, knowing Claire went back and all this stuff, right?
Yeah.
Just to never tell her. I don't think he ever would have. I don't think he ever would have told her. But if say he never died in the accident, I would have wanted to see what people said, and there were people defending him, and I was like, I can't do that. So that was how that began. And Jess posted a TikTok, which got me all amped up. So then I tweeted that, and then tomorrow we're gonna do a live to talk about it all.
It's amazing in those comments, people defending him. Well, he took in, da da da. It's like, okay,
And
okay,
yeah,
one good thing and the rest of the other crappy thing. No.
yeah, there's so bad things that he did. Like, the only redeeming quality that Vanilla Man has is the fact that he was a good father to Bree.
Right.
Yep.
Was a great father to Bree. Great father.
Until he tried to take her away from her mother.
Right.
Literally.
Yeah.
He was so jealous of a dead man.
Oh, yeah.
So spiteful of a dead man. What a coward.
And oh my God, I have so much to say about that too. Like from book 9. I know, that's why. Like, we need. Oh my God.
That.
Yeah.
I can't
We
believe
need to do
did.
that, chat.
I know, we really do. We
Because-
really. I have so much to say
Oh yeah.
about. I have so much to say about that book.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Sean, I don't really care about Outlander at all. Clearly.
Shauna, it's a shame Hailey doesn't have strong feelings.
I can't help it. All right, this is literally.
It's so good.
Oh.
So good.
I can't know, but that's what I'm saying. Is like that relates to because everyone's like book show or show Frank. Both.
Yeah.
Both.
Yeah.
It's both. They're all in the same.
TV
But
show
9,
Frank is a little bit like maybe you have some more sympathy for him because you're like seeing this character, plus you get more of his story, which you don't really get in the book.
That purpose.
But
yeah. I was talking to Jess about this yesterday, and because I sent her like the whole list, and this is inappropriate, but this is still about it. In the scene when they're in the surgery at Castle Liac, Frank and Claire, and they encounter Claire. In the book, Frank says he hates doing that and never does. All right, so
yeah,
crappy husband.
You can't like a man like that.
That's like one example. Like that's not a big example, but that's like part of it. Is what I mean by using that example is that they kind of softened Frank. Frank show more for us to like him. Someone asked me what my TikTok is. My TikTok is Sassenach Historian. So yeah, Jess, I cannot wait to talk about that tomorrow. Oh my God.
Gonna get passionate. Beware.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What time is it at?
I think we decided.
What did we say? It was like 11 p.m. my time. So like right now, tomorrow.
Okay. So I was gonna say about 6 o'clock Eastern time.
Yeah, 5 Central.
Yeah.
Well, if I get enough people to follow me,
Gotta go.
I get about 800 people to follow me.
What's your TikTok? I didn't even know you were on there.
Yeah, like I said earlier to Jess, I have a TikTok account, but I only went on it like because I started making videos on there. I post them on Instagram.
Yeah.
It's Sassy Ass Lass.
Sassy ass.
Okay. Cool. Yeah.
Funny.
Well, we definitely have to do the book 9.
Oh, yeah.
one. I have so much. That keeps me up at night. It literally at night. I don't think Jess, you and I haven't really talked about that much, have we?
Not yet.
Oh my God. I can't believe she did.
800 more followers, Maria. Is what she just said.
Yeah, come on. We need about 800.
We need 800 people.
Come on, tell your friends.
Jess is the one that has all of the followers. I have like 1,070.
That's funny.
But I have so I can't believe she did that.
Do you can you retweeting or reposting people's stuff? Can you do that on TikTok?
Repost us. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yes, I will put all the TikTok names on Instagram. I will do a post about them.
Andy on there too.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think I just froze, but I think you just answered the question. Someone said, can you post your TikTok names on your Instagram? Okay, yeah, I froze, so I think you already said that.
Yeah. And I'm going to put it in after we're done with this, I have a whole bunch of stuff that I'll post from this chat.
Novel adventure.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God. I really am trying.
Oh,
wow. I'm biting my lip so hard right now about, I'm really trying not to say something out loud, and it's really difficult.
Okay, let's change the subject.
Tell
me about the subject. I'm gonna
tell me more about unicorns and your hat. Why are you wearing that hat with a unicorn on it?
I don't know. Apparently, it's like, oh my God, the fact that he's making a gin now. Yes,
that's so good. I'm so excited.
Someone says, have I seen the TV show Sleepy Hollow? No, I have not. I've seen the movie Sleepy Hollow with Johnny Depp, but I have not watched the TV show. Yeah, so I can't believe he's doing gin. That's so exciting. I freaking love gin. Whiskey, my mom is bringing my whiskey bottle when she comes in October, and that's just gonna sit nice and pretty on my shelf untouched. Stuart Malcolm, he has my bottle of tequila from the Highlanders 5 that's at his house in Edinburgh that I have to get still. So yeah, but the gin, I'm so excited.
I think we're ever gonna get more forget-me-not gin.
So someone retweeted on Twitter today that back in March, when Katrina was doing Belfast Press, someone had asked her about it, and she paused it, obviously, because she had a baby or got pregnant. She wasn't advertising alcohol pregnant.
Right.
But so this was back in March, and the last thing she said about it was that they were working on another launch, and that's it.
I know, but she's been saying that.
Who knows? But and then also with like season 7 filming, like, you know, who knows?
Right.
Yeah. I still have I was able to get 2 bottles when she launched back in 2020. One of them has like 1, maybe 2 shots left in it, and then I still have one that's unopened because I only drink it like very rarely. You gotta savor that. It actually is very, I'm not just saying this because I love her. It genuinely is very, very nice gin. It is a wonderful gin. Yeah. Someone's saying you can't buy Katrina's gin. It's sold out, and the website isn't even up anymore. And then Sam's Whiskey in Edinburgh. Every now and then, if you go into a whiskey shop, you might be able to find a bottle, but really the only way to guarantee getting his is ordering it from the reserve bar.
Yeah. You can't really, it's really not something sold in stores. No.
Very rarely you'll see someone post that they saw a bottle in like a whiskey shop somewhere, but that's not common at all.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
And then I think she also asked about where's a good place that, because it made me seeing it's Andy Pandy, I think. Seeing her just post that. She had also asked a question earlier about a good place in Scotland to buy Outlander stuff. Everywhere. I mean, everywhere.
Pretty much, I would say 8.5, 8.75 out of 10 gift shops and tourist attractions will have some kind of Outlander something.
Oh, yes.
If you like all of the gift shops and a lot of tourist shops, like the castle I work at is not associated with Outlander, and we have copies of Clan in the gift shop.
Right.
Literally everywhere. Yeah. You won't miss it. Yeah.
No. Yeah, you can just go into any tour or gift shop and you'll find something Outlander related at most.
Jessica is coming to Scotland in May.
Hopefully.
And she's going to do a tour with Highlander Tours.
Yay! Good for you.
Yeah, I'm so excited for her over here. It's going to be so fun.
I've started buying tickets to things in Scotland before I've even bought plane tickets. So
that's okay. You know you're going.
I can't wait for you to come here. It's going to be so cool.
So fun.
And when I come back, I need to make sure that I meet up with you this time, that Hailey.
I know. Don't even. That whole week was a disaster.
I know.
Hailey comes to North Carolina.
Yes.
1,000,000% coming next year. Andy's not.
There we go. We are having a big party
No, I'm definitely my parents and whatever want to go to the gathering next year too. So I'm gonna come over with Andy and hopefully like maybe Kim like be like work on it, maybe have some part of it like with Andy because I'll be well into working with him by then, of course. So hopefully, yeah, I'm definitely gonna go next year for sure.
It's so fun.
So I'm gonna see you. I'm not waiting till July to meet you, Jess. Definitely not. And then Maria, you have to super soon.
Yeah, I'm already planning. It'll probably be next fall of 23 is when I think I'll be back again.
Okay. I have to do a tour with Andy and I, definitely.
Yeah.
I know it with Charlotte last time.
What is
and
the
then
best?
you can do it with us. Well.
You want to that one, Hailey?
What is the best tour company / guide for an Outlander tour? I don't really know any, actually. I don't know any Outlander tour companies. I work for a company called Highlander Tours with my boss, Dad, Andy the Highlander. And we don't just do Outlander tours. We do tours all over Scotland, anywhere from 1-day tours to 14-day tours to 21-day tours. We can make your itinerary for you, whatever. But one thing that we're really good at is we do just generic Outlander tours. Our most popular is 1-day and 3-day Outlander tours, where we pick you up in either Glasgow or Edinburgh, and we take you to all the iconic Outlander filming locations. And we'll be fully dressed in 18th century Outlander regalia to the nines. And it's amazing.
I was going to ask you about that, Hailey. Yes.
We have sword fighting. We have kilts for you to put on. We have muskets for you to fire. We have whiskey galore. Everything. Yeah.
That's so cool.
So,
do you have to dress up when you're at Blair Castle? Like, or do you have to wear just uniform? Okay.
Yeah, it's like black dress pants and like boring.
No. Yeah.
They all know. All my coworkers know my whatever, and they're just Outlander, yep, Outlander expert, blah 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 blah. One of my coworkers, he like pretends that he's my manager, so he tries to get money out of people every time they ask me for a selfie or try to talk to me.
That'll be £5 for a selfie.
Yes, £5 for it's like £10 for an interview, £5 for a selfie. But no, it's cool. It's fun. But I'm like, I love my job and everything, but I'm freaking chomping at the bit right now.
So close.
This is like on the DL. So where I work is the whiskey capital of the world. All right. There's this society. It's called the Keepers of the Quake, and the most prestigious whiskey society in the world. And they meet at my castle twice a year, and they have like this big meeting where anyone who has influenced the whiskey industry is sometimes invited to come. A certain someone was here for the last one as the guest of honor. Rumor on the street is that he might be inducted into the society. And I was supposed to be done working on September 30th. But I may have put my name down to stay longer to work this event because there's someone that might be coming again. And that's all I'm going to say.
I would too.
And what are they going to do? It's my last day of work. What are they going to do? Fire me? No.
Yeah.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
I'm not going to say. I'm not going to say.
Okay. Oh, yeah. You have to. Yeah. I would do the same.
I
would be doing the same.
Like, I'm signing up for one reason. And one reason only. And they all understand. And that's it. I got to take my opportunities where they lie.
You do.
So. But it's like wicked prestigious. So. Yeah.
That's so
really cool.
You're just living the life. Hailey, we're all just like living through you.
But I feel bad. Like, I don't want people to like think I'm like bragging.
No, we all share. I don't think people think I'm so excited for you because you're like living our dream. Like, we want to hear about it. Like, keep telling us about it because We want to know, you know, and it's not bragging. It's just,
We're inspired.
we're
I know.
happy for you.
Like, I like always have this fear of like coming across as like I don't ever want to seem like I have like tunnel vision like on all the time. Like I don't ever want to come across like I'm just like, oh, like look at me. I don't ever want to come across like that.
No.
Ever.
And I don't think that you do. You know, I've never thought that. I'm just like always so happy for you. And
Thank you.
I think it's so cool, you know, what you have gotten to do. And again, like, because Diana decided to write a novel. She's going to try to write a novel and see what happens. And then, like, you're living this life that's like incredible. And it's so inspiring to me. It really literally makes me want to tear up when I think about it.
You're gonna make me cry. I cried
so like proud of you, like for just doing, like, oh my God.
Stop! I'm literally gonna cry.
Stop it! Stop it!
You started it.
Ugh.
Okay. I mean, now that like Andy's gone now, but like, I don't think he understands really what he's done for me yet. I don't know if he has or not, and I hope I come across as like grateful to him.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just crazy. I don't know. I don't know how I got here.
It's just
but
destiny.
It brought me to all of you, which I could never take away from that. And I've talked to Maria about it before, but like I wouldn't be alive if it wasn't for this. And I know I'm not the only one. But if I'm able to inspire at least one person in this community, or even not, this person doesn't even have to be in this community. But if it's just one person, then that's enough. And I think something that I'm really excited for in terms of doing the tours with Andy now is the fact that I was in their shoes at one point. I was a one-day client doing a one-day tour that Andy does 7 days a week because he doesn't take any days off. Knowing what these people are signing up for to experience with him and at these locations, I've been there. Like that was me. And now to return that feeling to other people and be the one providing that experience, like how crazy is that? I think that's what I'm most excited for. Like when Jess comes to do a tour, I don't know if I'll be on her tour or not at that point, but I know she's going to come and I know what that means to her. And I know what she's going to experience because I've done it myself. And I just think that's going to be like my favorite part.
Yeah, knowing that you're part of, you know, people have been saving for years and planning this trip, you know, like, and that you're part of it. You're giving them the Scotland experience that they've been wanting for, you know, so long. So yeah, it is. I mean, if you think about it on a deep level, it's a huge responsibility that you have of what you're doing. Like, you're gonna be one of the people that like makes their trip a success in something memorable.
Pressure.
Yeah, it is kind of pressure, but the people who don't think about it that way, that just do their job because they love it and they want to give people this experience and share their knowledge and share their favorite stuff with them about Scotland. Those are the tours that people, it's just memorable because you're memorable and you love what you're doing and people know that. So
I really hope like that it shows. Like I really hope that I am able to give them that. I know I have a long way to go in terms of like training and everything, but I really hope I'm able to do that for people because I know how important it is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm literally gonna cry because I just like it's so special. Like I wish everyone could like feel this. I want everyone to be able to come here and like I wish I could just take this feeling and like put it like into like Jess right now. Like oh, it's incredible. It's just I don't know. I just hope I do a good job, really, is this what I'm trying to say.
I'm sure you will.
Yes, you will.
You're learning from the best, and Andy like just makes everyone feel like the most important person. The way Andy makes you feel is insane. Meeting him in person, he makes you feel like you're the most important person in the room. Like it's a weird, he's just good at that. And I watched
Yeah.
him Island games, people coming up to him one after the other, being like, Andy, whatever. And he took the time with every single person. Nobody ever was rushed. He took the time to listen, eye contact. Just, I'm like, he is good. He's good.
I
It wasn't-
remember
not
you
like-
text me, you were like nervous to meet him. I was like, oh my God, like, don't be nervous. Like, that's the person you should be the least nervous around. I was like, I'm gonna go right up to him. Like he will love you immediately.
Yeah, he's good at that.
So good at that. I was so happy when you were like, I've met him. I was like, good. I was like, I'm so glad you guys, I knew it. As soon as you said you're nervous, I was like, oh my God, she's gonna be blown away when she realizes that she was nervous for no reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll do.
So we'll probably wrap things up here. So you guys have any last final thoughts that you want to share with everyone? Because Hailey, whenever I talk to you, we end up like getting all emotional. I'm like,
no. Wait, quick, mention Katrina so I can cry.
Katrina.
I'm kidding, but if you
The
want to.
fact that she's probably like, you know, very heavily involved in like producing the season that they're filming now is really so exciting. Like, you know, is she directing?
Want to know my theory on that, actually?
Yeah.
I don't think she was producing the other day. I think she was directing.
That's what
I would cut off my leg and sacrifice it to the fact that I think that she was like, let me direct. I'll sign on season 8 or I'm going to walk.
I kind of feel like she was in that boat too.
Yes.
I think if they're letting her direct, right?
Yeah.
Because when she did an interview back in Belfast era, she had made a comment saying that it was falling on deaf doors or whatever that saying is.
Right. Deaf ears.
That headline blew up. And it got the attention of a lot of journalists and media outlets.
You're big on Liz.
I think that
that's right. Honestly,
for Outlander. I think that got back around to the top, and I think that pushed it. And if she was in that, because that made a lot of noise, so I think that she was like, let me direct, or I'm gonna walk. Because if they're investing in Katrina to direct, they're investing in her for a more long-term basis. You don't just like, she's not just gonna direct one episode and then end the show. Right. This is her investing in them. Because if they're not gonna continue on, why are they gonna let her direct now?
Right.
If they were gonna end the show, why would they bother letting her direct? They would just go along as regularly herself more into the show. Why would they end it?
Yeah.
Did I freeze again?
It's just for like a few seconds. Yeah. But yeah, I agree that I really think that she's going to be directing. Yeah, and it's true. It's going to be a non-Claire. So you wonder, are there non-Claire episodes, like non-Jamie and Claire episodes this season?
Book 7 is interesting because there's a lot of like really big chunks without Jamie and Claire in them. I think maybe like they're definitely not filming in order. We already know that. But there was an episode in season 4, The Dark Age. There's that one episode where they're not in it at all and everyone was pissed. So maybe I don't know if they'll do another episode where they're not in it at all, because I think that's a bad idea because everyone knows why we're here. But they could certainly have her be filming the other scenes, but then she'll be directing the other scenes that she's not in, or like she could easily be directing the own scenes that she's in. If say that they're not going to be in it a lot that episode, whatever episode it's going to be. Right. But I think season 7 is going to be another thing. The fact that book 7 now is the other storylines with other characters are a lot heavier. Sam and Katrina don't have to be in every single scene anymore.
No, they don't.
And Katrina did an interview with Robert, who I'm actually doing an interview with him again at some point.
Oh, okay. From Gold Derby.
Yeah. Him and I are going to a Outlander discussion of like top 5 Jamie Claire scenes, top 5 like action scenes or something like that. Anyway, not important. He interviewed Katrina in June, and he asked about season 8 and whatever. And obviously, we still don't know, and she's not going to say. She had said, she made a comment saying, if they were able to shorten the seasons, then everyone would be really great with that. Her only complaint has been the length of filming. But in season 6, we already have confirmation and proof that we can still have an extraordinary strong season and have it be shortened. Right. So I think if they could, if you read the books, 8 and 9 could 1,000% be shorter seasons. 100% be shorter seasons. If they shorten the seasons and let them direct, why would they leave?
Yeah, I know.
And we already know that they're doing, Sam's already doing other projects when they're already done filming. So I'm thinking, like, if they give them a little bit of a longer break, they shorten the seasons, they let her direct. I mean, come on. So I could write a whole nother thesis about that as well. But isn't that true? Do you agree though? Like, it makes so much sense. They all said the only complaint ever is just the length of the filming.
Yeah, the filming is really long. Yeah.
They filmed season 6 filmed from January to June of last year. And look how perfect that was.
I know, it was great.
Yeah. So if they only filmed for 6 months instead of 47 months out of the year, and the material that Diana wrote for 8 and 9 could 100% accommodate that, absolutely. So I don't think
definitely.
Season 7, all 49 of you on here, season 7, it's not the last.
That's your prediction.
I'll never believe it.
I would die on this hill. I will die on this. I really just need that end of book 9.
With no limbs.
I will die on this hill with no limbs or any vital organs.
Yeah, yeah.
And I mean that. Jess, what is your favorite book?
6.
Besides book 1. Oh, 6 is so good. You know what else we need season 8 for? That thing with Claire in book 8, the thing that happens to her. You know.
There's a lot of things.
Yes.
Yes.
I need it. I need that.
Yeah. There's
the part that Jamie does right when it happens.
Potting shed scene is what I need.
What one do you need?
Potting shed.
The potting shed.
Yes.
Their potting shed scene.
Yeah. The potting. Oh my God. Yeah.
Rock or
we need that.
What is the other one?
Okay. Do you want some insider information right now about season 5? This comes from someone. This comes from someone who was there. This reminded me of that. So this was from someone who witnessed it firsthand. You know how? Oh wait. Okay. So there's two things that I'm gonna say. Remember the montage in the first episode of season 5?
Yeah.
The one everyone was like disgusted by. When someone who I admire deeply, I may or may not have their handwriting on my body, she went into the studio after they found out what they did with that, and she tore production a new one.
Really?
And the person was there, so I know it's true. She was going around that day, and she was pissed.
The barn?
The montage.
From the first episode, like the wedding night, and then
Yeah. She was really mad because the original, it was just Jamie and Claire, and then they added all that bullshit.
Yeah.
And then another one was the stables.
Whatever.
Was the stables, and that. I'm not going to say all that I know, but let's just say that there was a different version in the original script of the stable scene, which book readers would have appreciated much more. So, but yes, the potting shed reminded me of those things. But yeah,
I know.
Don't do us dirty. Don't do us dirty. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, we need that. I'm really not looking forward to why we get to the potting shed. I'm really, really not excited to see that.
After a certain,
But the reward will be worth it.
Anyway.
Okay.
Anyway,
Well, I know we need to wrap it up, and I thank you for coming on, Hailey. And Jessica, do you have any last final words for us that you want to share?
Come follow me on TikTok.
Yes, TikTok. Tomorrow night, Hailey and Jessica will be talking. I'll post info.
Tomorrow.
Let's get to 800 more followers for Sassy Ass Laughs, and then, maybe I can come on with them.
You'll still be able to, you'll definitely be able to watch it, and then you can submit stuff to us.
I can submit stuff. Mm-hmm. Well, thank you, Carol. All right.
I totally crashed Jess's interview, and I'm really sorry.
It's fine. I said all I wanted to say. It was fun having you guys on.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, well, I just can't be controlled.
She's a force to be reckoned with. I will not be controlled.
I'm so sorry. I have no self-control at all.
Same as
Yeah, exactly. So thank you. I'll post everybody's TikTok names in the stories. Yes, Sassneck TikTok is Jessica, and Hailey is Scott.
Historian.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, let's plan, and then we can plan to do a book 9 deep dive.
Yes.
Yeah, I've been wanting to talk about this on a platform since literally the moment I finished the book.
Okay.
I can't believe we did that. Okay, I'm not gonna get into it again.
Okay. Yes. All right.
Do that. We have to do that for sure.
Yes, we do.
There's so much to talk about.
Yes, we'll keep you all updated.
Yeah.
As to what we're gonna do. So, all right, everyone. Everybody have a great night and a great weekend, and we will see you next week at the lounge. All right, everyone. Good night.
I won't crash it next week again. I won't crash. Stay away.
All right, everyone.
All right,
Bye.
guys. It was lovely talking to you.
You too. Happy Friday. Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.